Hey, how's it going, you guys? It's petplatypus here for my very first One Piece episode review. What fucking episode was this? 659, I believe. This was a really good episode of One Piece. I guess I'll just start with a summary. We get a little bit of stuff in the present. You know, we get a little bit of Rebecca and everything. She's fighting and, you know, in the tournament. We get a little bit of Bartolomeo and Luffy. That's always funny. And we get a little bit of Usopp and Robin's group with the little dwarves, the Totata, and they're talking about how, you know, the toy soldier is actually, you know, Rebecca's dad, and he starts explaining Dressrosa's backstory and why the royal family is hated so much. And we cut into flashback, and that's pretty much the rest of the episode, and this will get finished in the next episode. You know, I read the manga. As far as comparing to the manga, it was definitely very well portrayed. You have King Riku, we see him when he's younger, and Doflamingo shows up, rocking a different hairstyle, and he's like, I used to be the king here, so it's like, it's my kingdom, so I mean, you can buy it from me if you want, bro. I mean, bring me like 10 billion, we can work something out, but if not, you know, it's gonna be bathed in blood, son. Crusaders. So, we're going crusades on this mug. But yeah, and he basically has to get the citizens, he has to beg the citizens, he bows even though he's a king, and, you know, the soldiers are like, what are you doing? And it's just really cool how he's such a humble king, and how even the people who are poor are willing to chip in because they trust him. And Doflamingo, oh my god. They bring so much money, and it's all working out, and then Doflamingo takes over the king with his strings. And he just starts cutting people down with the king's body, and the king is crying, and it's red, and it's, you know, fire, explosion look really cool, and people are getting cut up. He starts controlling the soldiers, and he's like, oh, what a shitty king, you know, man, how could he do that? And it's just like, fuck you, dude. And then, you know, you just see it all happening, and people getting cut down. They're like, what the fuck are you doing, King Riku? And they all had such trust for him, and how it could just be destroyed in one night. And the soldiers are getting controlled, and they're cutting people down. You know, you see this chick, you see this mother with her baby in her arms, and the soldier's about to cut, and then they cut away, and you knew it happened. It was just really, really well done. The animation was all fine. You know, it was chaos. I loved the red look throughout the entire episode. And then, you know, you see a bunch of silhouettes of Doflamingo's, you know, his top men, and you see Doflamingo, and they're like, shouldn't we, you know, go down, or, you know, you sure you want to drag us out? And he's like, no, we have to wait until there's absolute despair and absolute hatred for King Riku, and then the hero will descend. And I'm like, oh, the worst kind of stuff. When is Luffy gonna break your face, dude? Like, seriously. I want to see him just, like, punch your glasses inside your fucking eyeballs, dude. Like, oh, what a great villain, though. You just love to hate him. He's such an asshole. It's a really well-done backstory. It makes perfect sense that they would hate the king after this. We'll get a little bit more of it in the next episode, and it gets even better, and we get introduced to some more characters and some progress. This episode didn't have a lot of story progress, but it had backstory that was necessary foretelling the story. So, I mean, it was really well done, honestly. The animation was nothing amazing. It was typical One Piece animation, which is fine. The pacing was typical One Piece slow, which is not fine, I guess, but I mean, they've been doing it for so long, there's really, why even complain about it? I'm used to it. So the pacing was One Piece fine, the animation was fine, the overall color scheme of the red look of the fire and everything looked really cool. Doflamingo's such an asshole, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give this like an 8 out of 10 episode of One Piece. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Nothing extra special about it, but I mean, it's definitely important information that we need to know, and they portrayed it very nicely, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode in the comments below, and yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.